for the memes for the Zerg Muta Triangle, the best Zerg players in Southeast Asia. It is, of course, MeomaikA, GogojOey, Ender, who they will construct the Zerg Muta Triangle itself, where you do get lost if you do traverse the Southeast Asian Sea. And Demi is within it as well, as the shark, the guardian of the Zerg Muta Triangle, if you will. There you go. The gatekeeper. Good memes. Old school memes. Old school memes. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have the best player in all of Hong Kong. The blue Zerg player representing the Juggernauts. It is GogojOey. And spawning in the top left hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have his opponent. We have, oh, as I should just quickly fix this color. There we go. We have the Vietnamese Zerg player representing Team Gosu. It is MeomaikA, the last king of the sea. In another ZvZ, and this happens so frequently here. It's wild because these players, they know each other so well. As opposed to the previous series, we have both MeomaikA and GogojOey both going for a hatch first openers. Hatch, then the gas, then the pool. Standard openers here. There is like this kind of unspoken mutual respect between these two players, where they don't really go for pool first too often against each other. It's mainly hatch, gas, pool into aggressive play afterwards. It's pretty interesting to see their dynamic play out. And it's not like it's like a team thing where, because they were both on the Juggernauts, they just happened to play that way. I'm pretty sure Ender did not abide by this rule. And Ender would open up aggressively against each other. So yeah, kind of interesting how whenever they meet, they happen to open up this way more often than not. Here we go. We'll see how this all does transpire, as we have some pretty regular openers. We're going to be droning up, saturating our natural bases. Third base should be on the way soon, and I love this from Meo. He's pulling a dark. He's going to be going for the linear third instead, already working on those gold mineral patches to expand here on the right hand side. Meanwhile, GogojOey, I don't believe he has started working on his own, so he is looking to take the triangular third instead, if he takes a third at all. Oh, there we go. MeomaikA with his third base on the way. GogojOey is none the wiser. We can see he has overlords in position at the triangular third and covering the entryway towards the center base as well. But GogojOey doesn't see the linear third. He doesn't know that MeomaikA is not on two bases, and as a result, GogojOey, he's going for his own two base play. Queens are going to be knocking down this first overlord. We do have our wall being set up as well, and our lair is already in production. So this could be for a Nidus all-in, this could be for two base Muta, or this could just be for two base Roaches, eventually taking a third base and just having a more secure opener instead. We've got options. And there we go, there's +1 range, so this shouldn't be for a Spire. Meanwhile, MeomaikA likewise also threw down an early Roach Warren as well. He has plenty of larvae to work with, and he's already making 8 Roaches. Interesting choice here. I don't really know if these Roaches can do too much damage. Like, we can see that GogojOey is still on two bases. And trying to break a two-basing Zerg player is a difficult thing to do, as MeomaikA is banking up these Roaches back at home. Ooh, he is keeping them well hidden. Here we go. He's going to be pushing out across the map as we speak. GogojOey, I'm going to have to eat my words. Initially, I thought that he wouldn't go for the Spire. Oh, and he cancels. He threw down the Spire, then he saw the Roaches coming across the map, and he's like, nope, I need to cancel that. I need to make as many Roaches as possible, otherwise I will die. 2 Spines are on the way. The Roaches are about to knock down this front door. The Spines are late, and so are the Roaches. GogojOey going for the full wall off, but MeomaikA instantly targets the researching Evo Chamber. +1 range is going to be denied. That's already an insane amount of damage. Likewise, the Roach Warren is exposed as well. MeomaikA just rushing on forward, diving on top of the Roaches of GogojOey. Behind this, Meo is droning. but he's also doing so much damage. GogojOey just being a little bit too greedy, trying to preserve his resources and wait for that Spire. Did hurt him in the end, and GogojOey, he's even going to lose his Roach Warren. Oh. Roach Warren does go down. MeomaikA doesn't have to break in. He doesn't have to force a fight here at the natural. He can back off, drone up, and saturate his third. A third base that GogojOey has spotted. He at least is aware of it now. Meanwhile, GogojOey has to react in some way. He has to respond, and his response is going back into that Spire. Now, imagine if GogojOey hadn't cancelled the Spire. He would already have mutas on the way. The sad reality is, though, that he didn't know how committed MeomaikA was. He didn't know if MeomaikA was going for an all-in or if he was droning up behind it. So GogojOey was in the dark. And alas, that cancelled Spire is going to hurt him in the end. Third base getting saturated here for Meo. Gases are being taken. 1-1 on the way, as well as Roach Speed. MeomaikA is so far ahead after that opener. And GogojOey is still struggling to keep up. Honestly, this Spire is like one of the only ways that GogojOey can come back in this game. The mutas are going to give him map control, and they're going to give him a lot of freedom. He's going to be able to shut down all these overlords, and there are so many overlords on the map right now. Going to be able to keep MeomaikA back at home, while hopefully GogojOey is able to drone, because he is pretty far behind economically. The problem is that the mutas are most likely going to trigger a counterattack, and before the mutas even pop, here we go. MeomaikA is rushing across the map, sending everything that he has. Past the platypus. And mutas will eventually kill all of this, but before that happens, this third base, it's not long for this world. The third is going to go down. And MeomaikA can rotate over towards the natural after this if he really wanted to. No, he will back off instead. He throws down a Hydrogen. We have 6 spores on the way, 2 for each base. 1 in the mineral line, 1 towards, or 1 closer to the base of GogojOey. Where do we go from here? Again, GogojOey is going to be able to supply block MeomaikA quite a bit here by killing these overlords. There we go. 4 or 5 overlords going to be going down. Behind this, GogojOey just trying to retake his third base, drone up as best he can. And he may be committed into mass muta. Oh, never mind. I like this even more. Hydrogen and an infestation bit are on the way. GogojOey, he's going to try and get into Lunkers. Boy, here we go. The mutas, they find their way into the main base. The spawning pool is looking exposed. And it looks like the spawning pool will go down. We have Hydras coming in to react, but it's a little bit too late. Oh. GogojOey loses 1 muta, but only 1. A little bit of a miss rally as well. A couple more overlords are going to be going down. MeomaikA is still looking to be supply blocked and still contained here to 3 bases. Up. As more overlords go down. Looking at the Interstellar tab, 10 overlords and 1 overseer have fallen here in the ZvZ so far for MeomaikA. Meanwhile, GogojOey already has the Hydrogen and now has the Lunker Den on the way. Honestly, these lurkers are crucial. GogojOey needs to desperately get into them, and once he does, he'll be able to expand and take a 4th base. Speaking of, there it is. There's that 4th. GogojOey still has some catching up to do. He's economically, like, he's still trying to recover as he gathers as many resources as possible. Meanwhile, the interesting thing here is that I assumed that MeomaikA would be going into lurkers himself. But no, he's going just straight up Roach Hydra. And this push is going to be pretty devastating. If there are enough lurkers, I think GogojOey holds. If there aren't enough lurkers, then GogojOey is going to be in trouble. As MeomaikA is about to max out. I think MeomaikA waited a little bit too long. I think he could have moved out a little bit sooner, but MeomaikA, he wanted to wait until he was at 200 supply, and that may just hurt him in the end. Because back at home, he's going to try to push into 5 lurkers. Is that enough? We don't have any offensive lurkers. We don't have any ravagers, so we can't bile the lurkers of GogojOey either. Here we go. Everything's being sent across the map. We need more than 5 lurkers, by the way. We need as many lurkers as possible for GogojOey. And they need to be in a better position as well. But here we go. MeomaikA's going to push in. The lurkers do reveal themselves. Oh, does MeomaikA have detection? It looks like he does not. He's going to peel off and go into the mineral line. He does pick up a lot of workers. But those lurkers, they're putting in some work. Meanwhile, across the map, the mutants have all gone down. They were trying to catch some reinforcements. GogojOey is holding. But MeomaikA is getting ready for a second wave. Again, I feel like we need more lurkers here. We need to desperately morph in as many as we can, but we're not really. We're just making hydras. Oh. Regardless, still efficient trades here for GogojOey. Does Mio have an overseer? He doesn't have an overseer. Without an overseer, MeomaikA can't really break through, but he's rotating over towards the right-hand side. GogojOey is out of position. Oh, and this hatchery is gonna go down. It's not gonna take too many attacks here, too many piles. Lurkers were not where they needed to be. GogojOey, he is expanding here on the left-hand side instead. Trying to take another base. Meanwhile, how will MeomaikA react? So you've got one of two ways. You can either get into lurkers yourself. You can get into ravagers. Ravagers can deal with low amounts of lurker play. It is possible. Or we can just go straight into vipers. And I think that's the answer here. We have the infestation bit on the way. We don't have a lurker den for MeomaikA. It looks like he wants to go roach, hydra, ravager, viper. Can work well. Here we go. Now with all these ravagers, we can bar down the lurkers. Ooh, quick on borrow from GogojOey. Hive is done. Adaptive Talents is on the way. More biles going to be raining down here on this army. MeomaikA, he hasn't checked the linear third. He doesn't know. He doesn't know how good the economy of GogojOey really is. So he hasn't checked. So we see Mia rotating over towards the right-hand side. Biles will be not taking down a lurker. One lurker does go down. The second lurker falls. But these are expensive trades for MeomaikA. They're costly trades. And he's going to be able to get on top of some more of these lurkers, but he's throwing everything away. Ay, ay, ay. Not a good fight for MeomaikA, and just like that, MeomaikA loses his supply advantage. He's on the back foot. GogojOey, he's got a bit of momentum going his way. Almost loses another lurker. We see MeomaikA did double expand behind this. He's got a 4th and a 5th base up and running. And the lurkers are leapfrogging across the map. MeomaikA is trying to muster up a defense. He only has one Ravager left. He does have a decent army here. He's getting a concave, and it looks like GogojOey has overextended. He didn't have enough to protect the lurkers. GogojOey just a little bit overzealous. He had so much momentum, but he just lost almost every single lurker. Mutas are coming in to harass here on the left-hand side. We have 2 lurkers left. We have 0 lurkers left. 0 lurkers remaining. Oh my god. GogojOey almost came back in this game. He almost had an insane comeback. But alas, it is not meant to be. A couple more lurkers do morph in, actually. Somehow they did finish. But MeomaikA can just keep making Roach Hydra. Keep remaxing. His macro is just too damn good. Boy, and here we go. The Hydras have arrived. 2 lurkers are in position. We do have an overseer in the back line, but it's not in range. The 1 lurker, it's going crazy. Oh god, the overseer was just not in position. MeomaikA once again doesn't take the best fight, but He has the numbers. He has the bases. Fully up and running. Fully operational. As reinforcements are coming in, and it's just a little bit too much. GG gets called. And MeomaikA will take game number 1. That was pretty close. GogojOey had a really rough start and almost came back in that game. He was almost able to come back. He had some really solid fights, but did overextend that one time too many, as he did throw away his lurkers, and the lurkers were really what was keeping him in that game. His counterattack was a little bit ill-advised, and with that he did lose all of his momentum, and MeomaikA was able to claw his way back in. GG. GG, well played. Oh, do I have time? Ooh, we do. Oh, as we are getting into our next game. Gonna be game número 2. But yeah, there was a lot of misinformation going around this game. Again, GogojOey wasn't able to get eyes on the third base that quickly. He was trying to rush into mutas, but was punished for it as well by MeomaikA. And yeah, GogojOey, he was able to almost come back with his muta play, with his lurker play, but in the end did fall in game 1. But he's looking to come back in game number 2 in this series. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Babylon, we have the best player in all of Hong Kong representing the Juggernauts. It is GogojOey. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon, we have his opponent. We have the best player in all of Vietnam, the last king of the sea, representing... Oh, representing Team Gosu. It is MeomaikA. Going for a 14-14, if I'm not mistaken. There was no cancel. So just quickly set this up. There we go. Bam, beautiful. So this is a 14 hatch, 14 pool, 14 hatch, 14 gas, 14 pool opener. Oh my, and he's going to be going up against a pool first of GogojOey. So GogojOey, reading the series quite well here, is going for a more defensive opener with a standard pool hatch gas opener. With this, he'll have a faster queen. With this, he'll have faster lings, and he will have a better economy as well. I mean, a better economy compared to his opponents. It would be a worse economy compared to a hatch first, but again, GogojOey did roll the dice well. Meanwhile, his opponent, MeomaikA, what are we going to be using our gas for here? There we go. Link speed is on the way. We do pull out of gas. We're not rushing into a baneling nest, but we will have an abundance of links early on and link speed as well. Likewise, so will GogojOey. Now, GogojOey has to be careful because he can't be too active on the map. His Overlord does see the hatchery finishing and does see the creep being spread, but this link speed timing can throw him off because MeomaikA, he's going for a ling all in. He's going for a ling flood. And once link speed kicks in, these slow lings of GogojOey are going to get caught out. Oh boy. Here we go. GogojOey is being forced back. The swell of lings have been scattered. They have been confirmed. GogojOey just does throw down a baneling nest immediately. As he tries to go for a scout as well. Dips into the main base. And should get an eye on that saturation. All that GogojOey has to do is survive. MeomaikA is all in. I love this. GogojOey, he does have a spine crawler on the way on the high ground. He's got his queens here as a part of the ramp to wall off. The link speed finishes in 10 seconds. Boy. And I do think that this is kind of best case scenario here for GogojOey, but here we go. MeomaikA is pulling the trigger. He's flooding links across the map. We have 3 queens in position, though. The links of GogojOey are getting surrounded, but banelings are on the way. And once they finish up, that will spell the end of the aggression. 1 queen will fall. but only one. Oh god! And MeomaikA will have to back off. We can see him droning back at home. But now MeomaikA is in a bit of trouble. Or as he tries to go for a bit of a wraparound instead. He does get a couple of these lings. Not bad trades here for Meo. As GogojOey, unfortunately his ling speed is late. He's had the gas for it for quite some time. Because ling speed is late, because GogojOey was hyper-focused on the defense, he won't be able to counterattack with Ling Bane. So MeomaikA still has a bit of an advantage going his way. We can see he pulls back into gas, Roach Warren gets thrown down, we have that third hatchery on the way as well. MeomaikA is transitioning into a Roach push, and that will nullify the advantage of those Banelings. Again, MeomaikA would be really vulnerable right now if GogojOey had made Ling Speed on time. Once Ling Speed kicks in, he's going to be able to pressure this third base, but I don't think he'll be able to break the natural. We'll see. As likewise, GogojOey is also throwing down his Roach Horn as quickly as possible. Both players droning up as best they can. GogojOey is down a hatchery. Oh, and he's not throwing it down. And MeomaikA checks that. He's like, hold up, where's your third base? It's not here on the right-hand side. It's not on the left either. The Lings, they do slip past. Get into the main base. They see no additional gases, no lair. But that's because the Roach Warren is in the natural, not in the main. MeomaikA hasn't seen it. He doesn't know. GogojOey is sending everything he has across the map. The Roaches, the Banelings, the Lings as well. We have 10 Roaches here, and we only have 4 to defend for MeomaikA, but he's got 6 more on the way. MeomaikA just needs time. This third base may go down. We'll see if MeomaikA is going to be able to hold on to it. The Roaches, we do have a bit of a better concave here for GogojOey. Does force MeomaikA up the ramp. Up. Oh, and he's going to be committing here. An interesting choice. I don't know how I feel about this. The Spine Crawler will go down, but the Roach reinforcements from MeomaikA are just too damn good. This will be worth it if GogojOey can kill the third, but no, he doesn't even get that. I thought he split off some units to focus on the hatchery, but it looks like he didn't. And now GogojOey is at the disadvantage, or at a disadvantage. MeomaikA, he is flooding Lings and Roaches across the map as we speak. GogojOey just losing a little bit too much. We get a full surround as well, and it looks like one more Roach will fall. Meanwhile, we do see that GogojOey was trying to go for his own counterattack. Does get thwarted. His third base finally gets back up and running. Still doesn't have the best economy though, as MeomaikA has an extra gas mining. And this is going to be a tough hold for GogojOey. It's going to be a hard one, Papi. It's going to be a hard one. Here we go. MeomaikA pushing out, not just with Roaches. He's got Ravagers. He's got plenty of Lings as well. He will be able to pick off at this third base. GogojOey going to try and hold on. Up the Baneling. Oh, a good Baneling connection for GogojOey. He takes down with the majority of those Lings, and now he can get on top of the Ravagers. Bit of a misstep from MeomaikA. The defender's advantage is too good, and GogojOey, he's going to be able to shut down all these Ravagers. Almost every single one. One Ravager survives. Again, that was a very juicy connection from GogojOey with that Baneling, and he's still in this. He is still in this. MeomaikA backs off. We still don't really have too much mining here on either one of these third bases. GogojOey finally taking another gas. I see the chat. The last Sea King, Ragnarok. Ay. Don't worry about it. It's fine, Papi. It's fine. As GogojOey is trying to set up a run by here on the left-hand side. Likewise, MeomaikA looks like he's aware. Getting into position. The aggression has subsided. MeomaikA going for a lair. Oh, the Lings do find each other. They do clash. Ooh, and GogojOey is going to be bleeding out a little bit too much. And meanwhile, GogojOey, what is the plan here? We do have no lair in sight, no third gas. GogojOey is not saturating his third. He's going for an all-in. Roaches and Lings, that is all that GogojOey is making. Meanwhile, MeomaikA is the one who's droning. He's taking gases, getting a lair. Looks like MeomaikA wants to go into a Spire. There it is. Spire gets thrown down. This is a very greedy move, and this is the ideal situation for GogojOey. He's looking to punish MeomaikA. MeomaikA, he needs to make army, roaches, Lings, everything. Not a Spire. And not drones. There we go. MeomaikA, he recognizes the danger that he's in. He evacuates the third base. He knows that he cannot hold on to it. But it may just be too little too late. Third base will go down. Now GogojOey is rotating over towards the natural. What do we have at home to defend? Looking at units tab here. We have a pretty equal amount of roaches. But GogojOey has a lot more Lings and Banes. As MeomaikA will defend on 2 bases, he will get away with his Spire. This is kind of what I wanted GogojOey to do last game, if you remember. When GogojOey cancelled his Spire, I was like, oh, he probably should have kept it. And MeomaikA is keeping it. Spire is done, mutas are coming out. And sure, MeomaikA lost the hatchery, but he saved his workers. He still has a worker lead because of that. He can get back into this economically. Meanwhile, GogojOey is forced back. Mutas are on the way. Looking at the vision of Joey, he hasn't seen much. He saw the gases at the third. That should be a tell, but for all he knows, the Spire was cancelled. And there we go. The mutas do reveal themselves. They do reveal. Overlords are going down. Spores are on the way. Oh, the mutas, they can go for the queen. They go for the drones instead. Regardless, damage is being done. Ugh, too much damage here. The spores were too little too late. Mutas are trying to get into position, but 10 drones go down. And MeomaikA, he only made these 5 mutas. Behind this, he's making more roaches, more ravagers. He knows that a ground push is coming, and he'll be ready for it. As more overlords go down, GogojOey just getting further supply blocked. And from here, GogojOey, what's interesting to me is that he hasn't responded, like he hasn't reacted. We threw down spores, but there's no Hydroden. There's no infestation pit. There's just roach ravager. Looks like GogojOey for the most part wants to ignore the mutas and he wants to just focus on overwhelming the ground army instead. But there are mutas. And the mutas are just going to force a really awkward situation here from GogojOey. It means that whenever he does push out, he has to be committed. Meanwhile, the Lings go for a bit of a counterattack. They do catch a queen. Pretty good. Pretty good damage overall. Oh, back at home, the muta's finding more damage. Picking up another overlord here and there. Looks like we did lose one muta eventually, but only one. And GogojOey is about to max out. About to max out on pure Roach Ravager. MeomaikA, though, he has the upgrade advantage. not the biggest upgrade advantage. So because the upgrades are similar enough, it will still come down to the positioning. It will come down to the concave. It will come down to the engagement, the biles as well. Bearing in mind that MeomaikA doesn't really have too many Ravagers. He's got 3 Ravagers as opposed to GogojOey with, what, 4? So he'll have a little bit more potential with that. Here we go, GogojOey finally throws down that Infestation Pit and the Hydra Den. A little bit late, but it's there nonetheless. And here we go, we're looking to push in. The Roach numbers are pretty comparable. Oh, but the Biles, they make a massive difference, and MeomaikA did make another wave of Ravagers. Biles will slow down the push, but MeomaikA wants to break on through. Biles rain down upon the army of GogojOey. Likewise, MeomaikA also forced back. GogojOey does have the defender's advantage. A lot of the roaches here of MeomaikA just aren't fighting. But he still has that +1 carapace. He still has the reinforcements coming across the map. Oof. It looks like GogojOey is holding. Oh my god. I say that as he takes a couple of biles to the face. But he is forcing MeomaikA back. But the reinforcements, they trickle on in. We get on top of the Ravagers. We get on top of the Queens. The high-tech units of GogojOey are going down. And MeomaikA barely breaks through. He has been able to do it. The boys are being pulled. Bailey's coming from behind. Oh my god. But the vials of GogojOey also connect as well. But regardless, I do think that GogojOey is just losing too much. 13 workers go down. We see a couple of roaches peeled off here to go for the 3rd base as well. And even if GogojOey eventually cleans this up, he's losing far too many workers. And I don't even know if he will send this off. There's just too much Meo on the ground. GG gets called, and MeomaikA will take the series 2-0. GG. Pretty back and forth overall. We saw GogojOey having his moments when he did push out. When he caught MeomaikA droning, I think MeomaikA had like a 20 worker advantage over GogojOey around that. But GogojOey killed the 3rd, didn't break into the natural, and MeomaikA was able to get away with throwing down that Spire. He was able to get away with getting into those mutas and regain that map control. Oof, GG. GG, well played. Congratulations to MeomaikA. As he advances on to the upper bracket finals, where he has an opponent ready and waiting already. Let's go.